Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this stream. It is your boy Priest, and I bring you guys all of the action here straight from Nigeria. It is the Nigerian qualifiers for the Global Esports Games. The road to Saudi Arabia starts here. Riyadh is the destination 2023, and we're about to kick off straight into the action. There's no time to waste. We see the participating teams. We've got 21st Century, 1011, Active Gaming, Afro Esports, Dare Esports, Disparaged, Fowlplay, Free Esports, Habitual Gaming, Harsh, Invincibles. We've got No Gaming here as well, Men of Blood, No Rage Esports, Nortenuos, Rage Gaming, Soldaten Esports, Oxygen, Unsullied Army, and Vibe Gaming. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, the action is already kicking off. There is no time to waste. We already know what time it is, so let us not delay any further. It is the road to Riyadh. It is the Nigerian qualifiers. It is Priest, and the action begins now. Action. 19 teams, or rather, it's supposed to be 20 teams here, but unfortunately we're missing someone. Not certain what team we're missing yet, but it is what it is. Cannot do too much, unfortunately. Cannot hack it. We've got a foul play in the plane here with 3-man. The team got 67 players in the cut. You can see the flight path that we've got for ourselves there. A little bit of a southwestern. Yes, a little bit of a southwestern to a south. I would call that maybe west or an east. Yeah, I'll call that a southwestern to an eastern play zone there. A little bit of a cut through. This is match 1 of 4. We know for a fact that we know exactly what we are looking forward to here, so we cannot overemphasize how important this is. But ladies and gentlemen, do not bat your eyes. Do not lose momentum. The road to Saudi Arabia kicks off here. Sorry guys, I need to get some water in my system. Hold on. All right. Oh wow. Okay, so we've already got first blood. We've already lost someone. It looks like Unsullied Army and Vibe will be getting into a little bit of action there somewhere inside of that northern area. Vibe in serious trouble. Fortunately, cannot pan there as quick as I want. But Jesse is in the feed. Was able to be prone and use the shotgun to deal damage all the way across. The guys from Vibe will be losing one of their players, unfortunately. I think they did get caught out on rotation here. I think they didn't necessarily plan to land this area, but Unsullied Army are quite versed in this position. And the play zone is a little bit quite centered up really nicely there. This would have been so nice for... Yes, this would be so nice for the guys from Men of Blood. And you can see them enjoying Pachinki with nobody dragging it with them. You can see Creed, Steroids, Rage, and 11. An interesting turn of events there. But, sitting quite nicely here, not having to complain or stress themselves out a little bit too much. But that is the idea behind most of the rotations and orientations here. We've got 19 teams in the cut. There's a lot of bodies out here. Looks like Vibe will be rotating again, dangerously close to the foul play. But unfortunately, nothing untoward is going on as the time moves forwards. But it's nothing too fancy, nothing too crazy out there. We've seen the action, we've seen it pour out. To see Kenny with the Iceman, the last two up for Vibe, trying to find a niche for themselves inside of this zone. They will locate a little bit of this northern area, this northeastern area, somewhere for them to rotate and gather some loot. You can see the guys from Active, Nexus, Neo, and Solo, three-man team. Fortunately, they could not come in as a full squad, and it is an unfortunate turn of events here. But it's not too far-fetched. It is not too far-fetched at all. Playing from the western, or rather the northwestern side. And RSG, speaking of the west, southwest, got Stoner, Superboy, Ace, and Roach. Fortunately, no Danny Brown tonight. But it's game 1 of 4. Hopefully, we will see him in the later games. So, a whole lot of boxes around. But RSG sitting quite keenly in this area, sitting quite keenly in this position. Not necessarily giving away too much. Play zone is sitting nicely for them. They will not necessarily have to overextend or engage too much, as the guys from Disparaged will not be too far away from them as well. There's a whole lot of bodies, you know, in these areas. Not overextending, not overcompensating. You can see guys from Oxygen just seated nicely as well. So all of these teams towards that northern and central position. So panning over, not a lot of action just yet, but Afro Esports, we see them in to a little bit of interesting split here. Prophecy might rotate a little bit too close for comfort. They will be playing inside of the library. I'm not sure if this is a library though. It's built like a library, but there's no books here, so I'm not necessarily sure what this building is. You guys in the chat, please tell me what this building is. I would love to know. I would absolutely love to know what this building is, because, you know, like, I've always been so curious, because there's no books here, so I wouldn't call it a library. Is it a museum? It's giving museum, actually. You know, that's more untoward than I would like to see. But the Invincibles, I've seen them as well. You've got Choco, Cloud, Sean, and Ronnie onto the little bit of a northwestern side for themselves, not revealing too much. Complete squad, so a lot of utilities going around for everyone here, but it's not too much to buy off. But can they make it happen? Ladies and gentlemen, it is the road to the Global Esports Games, hosted in Saudi Arabia this December. This is the beginning of the journey for one of these lucky teams. I wouldn't call it lucky team though, you know, so it's all about a lot of work that goes into this. So this is brought to you by the Lagos State Esports Forum, the LESF, the Afro Gamer as well, supporting media partner. But also brought to you by Mobile, your premier esports tournament organizer and platform. Riyadh. I wonder what the weather would be in Saudi Arabia when it's like winter time. You know, I think it's the Middle East, so I'm not sure they have snow there. I'm not certain. I don't think they have snow there because I've never really been. But you know, as we would love to see what that looks like. We've seen the guys from the Invincibles just hopping and skipping around, but no gaming. Playing it from the northern side, uncontested. We've still got 19 teams in the cut. The play zone finally starting to shrink off. And there's a little bit of more action coming through, slowly but surely. I know for a fact that it's about to get very, very dicey here. So you can see guys from Men of Blood still enjoying that central position inside of Pachinki. not giving room for any kind of surprises just yet. But you wouldn't blame them at all. You know, you absolutely would not blame them. There's just no way around it. You know, there's absolutely no way around it. So, ladies and gentlemen, do not stay too far away. Do not stay too strapped in. Don't hang off your seat just yet. So you've got more action for you. You've got 3 more maps. So you know for a fact that the action does not end here. The action does not end here at all. Ooh, it's interesting. It is interesting. It is interesting what these teams oh, it is. Okay. So I'm really waiting for what's the play zone. I'm curious, as to what the play zone would tell us going forwards. Going to be a very interesting turn of events here for most of these teams that do not necessarily love, to crack on playing from this central position. You can see starting to cook up a little bit interesting here. You can take a look towards that eastern side. The guys from 10-11, the 3-man here. Got Kage, Security, and Shergs. It's an interesting lineup we've got for them. It's a 3-man team. I think they've got a little bit of action brewing in. Afro Esports to the northern side, and they've also got oh, here we go. Afro Kage hops out, immediately switches weapon. Oh, that's a nice tag onto Outcast, and he gets knocked away. The spray continues onto Fender Boy. That's a Fender Bender, and he gets knocked away as well. Fender Boy and Outcast will swallow 5.56s. Back into the lobby they go. Punk trying to run away from the ops, and you cannot blame him because 10-11 will singe on. Shergs will get 2 eliminations. The chase will continue. Kage hot on their heels, but they will have to refrain from engaging any further. Foul play will pull up to the scene. PlayStation 5 still north, and he continues to spray on. That's a fantastic spray from PlayStation 5, but he's giving away his position, so he has to be very careful. But the spray, the return from Execute You is perfect, and PlayStation 5 will swallow bullets instead. And now, an opportunity there. They are looking for a confirmation. They have to be very careful to hold out that position. And Kage does have a start line onto the guys from Foul. Toxic now will be spotted. The spray continues to get tagged. He's down to 1 HP. An opportunity to pull up. Execute You with a beautiful DBS shots. We'll send him back into the lobby. Bodies flying all around the map. And 10-11 begin the assault. And Foul Play, unfortunately, exposed themselves a little bit too early, too prematurely. And they have paid the ultimate price there, but Strings will get out of danger. Hops into his vehicle, and out he goes. And we'll survive for a little bit longer. 10-11, almost putting them away. And now it's about to get even tastier there. A little bit of action in the central position. Active Gaming here might be playing a little bit of neighbor to the corner side. Solo looks towards the northern side, trying to find an angle there. The harsh players onto that eastern side looking very nicely to hold off, but there is more action, so much action on toward that position. Active Gaming still playing it safe, playing it nicely, not necessarily having to commit too much. It is what it is. It is what it is. A little bit of more action in that central position. Guys from Men of Blood just looking for an opening there. I believe it is Dare Esports that they've stumbled upon, and they're trying to breach that compound. Rusty is just outside. He might get an opening there onto 11th position, but they will have to reset and reset properly. They cannot overextend. They cannot be caught on fresh. You cannot be caught on fresh. Oh, the sprays are good, actually, onto the guys from North. And Anes drove a little bit too close for comfort there. He gets warned off immediately there, but I don't think they're going to back away from this one, North. They will need to reschedule and reposition themselves. Anes hops inside of Pachinki just to find a rooftop to angle off of, and another opportunity to do something about it. Sit very nicely inside of Pachinki, not overextending, not doing too much. Taking a look at that northern side, guys from Nortenuos Esports are still sitting here, but I believe Unsullied Army and their Esports get into a little bit of something there. Drove too close for comfort, and a spray will come through. Rusty does catch Unsullied Army. One of them bites the dust, and I think he's back into the lobby. I believe that was Jesse. And their Esports super strong in that defensive position. It's going to be a very tough one to crack this code. But Unsullied Army, I believe they will be up to the task. So Jesse is still alive. It's Prophecy that was sent back into the lobby. Unsullied Army will have to be careful. They cannot play this terrain with just 2 players. They need to find more. They need to find significantly more players. Ooh, Saul in trouble now. 21st Century. You can see them riding out one of their players sent back into the lobby. I believe that was Hillary. And now there's a little bit of a trouble here as John is trying to work it through, but he drives right through, and another spray from Optimus connects the shots, and he does a fantastic job of holding out. John will be sprayed down immediately, where he is going to tag away Sean, and he gets tagged away again by Choco. I don't know why he was exposing his position. I mean, you could have just hopped back in, got your reset, and you should have been fine. Now the Invincibles will tear through this position again. It's going to look very tricky. Zeus unfortunately cannot get his teammate picked up. Saul will lose 2 players. Soldaten he got 1 elimination and not too far off. And out of all of this action, we've lost only 1 team. Only 1 team is back into the lobby. And that tells you how crucial these teams want this. They know how important the first game always is. It sets the precedent for the rest of the games. Cloud driving a little bit too dangerously around here. Might pull up into the guys from Disparaged, and he might be blown away. His vehicle is on 5 HP. And now he's driving into the guys from Harsh Esports. He has to be very careful as well. RSG pulling up to that scene from that southern side. Zeus will get knocked away. Optimus will be the last one left, but he's not even close to his teammate. He's going to find somewhere else to call home. Zeus will be sent back into the lobby. Take a look at that. They're panning him. Sending him away with the pan there, unfortunately. And Saul will receive the violence here. Disrupt. Manages to get a couple of shots off onto the guys from the Invincibles. The sprays continue on another tag, Nexus unhinged. The bullets starting to fly through. Active. Getting active again. Bougie will be the last one up. I don't think he's going for that reset. He's trying to jackpot from that position. I believe he's not going to make it through. He's not going to go for that reset. He's going to go for the survival instead. It's unfortunately going to get very tricky to hold out from that position, but Disparaged will do the absolute best. He's found a place inside of that zone that will work for him. Unsullied Army will continue their violence onto this position. Harsh Esports is there as well. There's a whole lot of bodies. It is phase 3 circle, and there's still 51 players in the mix. And Optimus is still driving around. Unsullied Army finally dispatched and sent back into the lobby by Dare Esports. Gyatso was knocked away, but I believe 4 eliminations are in order for the guys from Dare Esports. They're doing very nicely for themselves here. They've got play zone, they've got terrain. I mean, it can't go wrong at this point. So all they have to do is hold on just a little bit longer. and they will be able to do just well enough. Active Gaming on that eastern side, they're still sending the shot, they are still applying pressure. Onto that other side, Superboy from RSG trying his best to hold off. Invincibles have been spotted. Not steroid sprays onto Choco's position, tries to get him off course, but he will drive in a timely manner. Guys from Men of Blood have been playing this very nicely, very slowly, unfortunately. Not been able to get any eliminations just yet. Active Gaming, on the other hand, will be sending some pellets towards the guys from Harsh Esports. They've lost two. MJ and Shinigami sent back into the lobbies. All left to Gano and Med, or rather Samed. Now they're driving very, very closely to the guys from Low Gaming, driving around the corners. They will not be taking any further engagements from that position. I believe they will be driving towards this little corner here. They will be able to call this home for the time being. I think they can play from this position, at least for the time being now, but the play zone is closing out, and it's closing out, and it is closing further and further. So centered up nicely for Pochinki. I mean, the guys from Men of Blood, like I said earlier, they've been enjoying this zone. They've not necessarily had to rotate too much, but the spray from their esports in a fantastic position. All they have to do is defend, defend, defend. They've got all of their players up. They've got all the angles covered. All they have to do is hold on and hold out. There's interesting plays coming in for the rest of these teams. Again, can hold off, but how far can they take it? The guys from Nortenuos Esports finally making their rotation inside of that zone without having to move around too much. So all they have to do now is find a little box for themselves. They do love to play a little bit compound defense, and you can see that is the play here. DG pops inside. So will this little house contain 4 players? I believe that is going to be the strategy here. Habitual Gaming taking the other side, taking the better compound actually, but 10-11 will be lurking around on the high ground. They've still got 4 eliminations to their name. They're not biting off more than they can chew for the time being. They're playing it very, very slow, but the guys from Nortenuos Esports will crash a little bit closer to home there without having to overextend or bear a little bit too much comfort from this position. Guys from Nortenuos Esports are still looking for a place to call home. You can see the 2-2 split would be the choice now. But they've seen that, yeah, outside they called. Yeah, that outside is not going to work. Unfortunately, Wick, and he gets tagged away by steroids. Men of Blood will get their first knock of the tournament, but they cannot finish too nicely. Kage with a beautiful spray onto that position. Execution, trying to pop right through from the corner. Kage has been tagged up again, and again he tries his best to pop through from the backside. Shegs is on the top floor trying to get a knock onto that position, and another comes through again from Kage. Tercos. Violence continues though as 10-11 turn their eliminations from 4 to 7. No Gaming getting swept away in the dust. Holding off the play zone. The guys from 10-11 need to be aware that there's still ops inside of that play zone waiting for them just outside. I believe that is the guys from Oxygen playing it very, very slowly here, but they've got no vehicles and it's not looking too nice for them at all. This it's going to be a very tricky one for them to navigate and hold off, but again, there's so much going on inside of that zone. Now the guys from Nortenuos Esports sitting very, very nicely here, but the play zone has moved even further away. Men of Blood still enjoying that position. They've got 2 eliminations now, and nobody can keep them at bay. Vibe will be the next victims. Active Gaming will sweep them away as well. Another opportunity comes right through. You can see North still holding inside of Pochinki. Nobody contesting, but you can see 11. He does have his sights set onto the guys from Active, trying to keep them at bay. You can see the spread coming in from the guys from Men of Blood. 2-2 split. Steroids and 11 trying to hold off on that western side, and the northern side trying to hold off as well. And Moses will get sprayed away by Pim 2, actually getting punched off by the Midi 14. The spray continues from 11's position, and he's trying to steal, he's trying to reap, but unfortunately he did not do it in time. No Rage getting swept away. 1 player left, I believe. It is going to be BDG, the last one left for them, and now he's been spotted by Fed. Tries to spot through, and the spray is fantastic. He is going to move into another position. Another spray coming in from Execute onto the guys from Oxygen, and unfortunately they will be sent back into the lobby as well. But unfortunately Shergs was tagged up in that engagement. I believe he can be picked up onto that northern side. Play zone is 15 seconds out. It's about to get very, very crazy here. Here we go. Habitual Gaming, still a full squad, still having a beautiful position to rotate into. And now the guys from RSG have made their way inside of that zone. The grenade from Ace trying to pop through into that corner side, but he's going to refrain from that one because he knows it might not just work. Habitual pull up to the scene, uncontested. A beautiful position for them to hold out without having anyone come through, but 10-11 having the same idea, trying to smack dab and crash into a corner there inside of Pachinki. Another angle there to work through. Smoke's already coming out onto Kage's position. Will they be able to pick him up though? I believe it will happen. That's a beautiful use of utilities from 10-11 there. I think they will be able to hold off, and Kage will get picked up. But now Active Gaming in trouble. Neo has been knocked away. Another position for Active to do something about this one, because we've got Solo outside. He's still in a vehicle driving through towards Neo, trying to revive him. Active Gaming, and I believe he will pull up in time. And a beautiful position for Active right here. They can play from this position. They've got high ground. They've got corners to navigate from. And it's about to get really, really nice for them. But can they hold on? Dare Esports in serious trouble now. And Ness will spray towards that northern side. Timmy again with the Bison connects his shots onto that eastern side as well. Now Dare Esports running from the ops and running from the zone. You can only run from one. The play zone is hectic right now. Kanan, unfortunately, he's getting cooked by that zone. He's gonna switch to the DBS, but fortunately he makes it in time, as two of his teammates are still knocked away, but he's gonna get tapped away as well. Dammy's on the backside trying to get the reset, but fortunately for them, the resets will be complete, and another opportunity to move forward will be presented towards the guys from Dare Esports. But again, it is so unlikely that they will survive that engagement. Active back to two players again, holding off from that northern side. Again, most of the action that you're seeing here is all inside of Pachinki. The entirety of everyone is inside of Pachinki right now. Afro Esports, unfortunately, have not been able to garner any eliminations for themselves so far. And they've already lost two players. Rosemary pops her smoke towards that northern side, trying to blind the angles of Crux there. Habitual Gaming are still a complete squad. Have not lost anyone just yet, but I spoke too soon. Superboy with a fantastic spray. Catches Fed, knocks him clean off. An opportunity for RSG to breach, trying to hold off from that northern side. And now he switches to the S12K. Bombastic side eye connects the shots. Superboy flying. All he needs now is a cape, as he continues to spray into the smoke, trying to catch Solo, but unfortunately he cannot see. Therefore he cannot connect his shots. But RSG looking very nicely. Punk trying to rotate through, and he gets tagged up just by the skin of his teeth, and he's gonna get knocked away. Rosemary pulls up to the scene, switches to the M4. The drop shot is good. Afro will take that one home. Rosemary sealing that one perfectly. And now Afro Esports up. If it's up, then it's stuck. RSG active. Afro Esports still alive. 10-11 alive as well. Up to 10 eliminations. They're cooking. But will this food burn? The angle's looking very tasty for the guys from 10-11 right now, but they've got to find a way to work it there. Execute you getting tagged up heavily by RSG. But they're prioritizing the play zone. The guys from North on the right hand side, and that's a beautiful grenade from Stoner. Will connect to Execute you. And Kage was heavily tagged up as well. He gets tagged up right inside, exposed himself a little bit too long, but here comes Shergs. He is going to be the last one up, and the Bison tags up a beautiful one onto that position. and a confirmation onto Pintua, but I don't think that's gonna work. The spray is good, but unfortunately the play zone will claim Shergs immediately, and now we're down to the top 3 teams. Active Gaming up here, 8 eliminations with Solo, the solo player, but RSG still coming in very, very nicely. Stoner charges the grenade, a perfect grenade, but switches up, and a gun of spray onto that corner. Stoner will seal it away. Rosemary sent back into the lobby, and an opportunity now for RSG to hold off. 1 versus 1 versus 1. Superboy, can he? Beautiful stuff coming in from Active Gaming and RSG. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. That's what we love to see, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we love to see. RSG finishing very nicely with 9 eliminations there. I believe the guys from Active Gaming in 2nd place with, how many is that? 8? I think that's 8 eliminations. Afro Esports in 3rd place with 1 elimination. Guys from Nort in 4th place with 6. That's from 10-11 in 5th place with, I believe that is 11 eliminations. Hold on, let me be sure that yeah, 10-11, yeah, 11 eliminations for 10-11. You see what I did there? Habitual in 6th place with 2 eliminations. Guys from I need to do something about this audio. The guys from Men of Blood in 7th place with 4. Their Esports in 8th place with, what is that? 8 eliminations as well. Invincibles in 9th place with 4. Oxygen in 10th place with nothing. Rage, no Rage in 11th place with 2. Vibe in 12th place with nothing. Disparaged in 13th place with nothing. No Gaming in 14th place with nothing. Harsh in 15th place with 1. Soldaten in 16th place with 1. Fowlplay in 17th place. Unsullied in 18th place with 1. And 21st Century in 19th place with 1 as well. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the action brought to you live. That is the action brought to you live, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh, it's a little bit too spicy. It's a little bit too spicy. RSG seals it. Beautiful stuff coming in from Stoner and Superboy. Superboy with the cape. Whoosh, 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 whoosh. And yeah, the road to Riyadh, ladies and gentlemen. Saudi Arabia is calling, and RSG have picked up the call, getting themselves that chicken dinner and a plethora of eliminations to boot as well. And now that leaderboard is going to look very, very spicy. So ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back for the next game. I believe it's going to be Miramar or Vikendi or one of them. So without further ado, catch you guys right back shortly.
'cause they keep me thinking that we almost had it all. The scars of your love, they leave me breathless. I can't help feeling we could have had it all. Rotten in the deep, you had my heart inside, yeah. But you played it with a beating,
Yes, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the stream. It is your boy Priest bringing you guys all of the action. It is the road to Riyadh. It is 2023 Saudi Arabia Global Esports Games, brought to you by LESF, Mobile, and the Afro Gamer. All of your PUBG Mobile and your gaming and your esports needs provided across these three. So stay strapped in, stay tapped in, and do not forget, the action just kicked off. Just saw RSG take that first chicken dinner, and yeah, I mean, Superboy was flying around. He was flying around. So that tells you an interesting story of what it is that we are trying to see here. The action is undiluted, it is unlimited, and now we are heading into the next map. I believe that is Vikendi. So that tells you that switching things around. Yeah, I mean, I'm having a blast right now. But Active Gaming was still there in second place. Afro Esports. Honorable mention was the guys from 1011 and Nortenuos Gaming doing a fantastic job of keeping it 100. But they just reformed the game, just kicked off. So ladies and gentlemen, let's fight to Vikendi. Let's see. 20 teams now. Everybody's here. So let's see what the action is. Yes, it is game time. So let's take a look at that playing path to give you guys a little bit of an interesting rundown of what this looks like. Undiluted action. That's all I can say. Play zone. Again, I think this is a similar play zone to what we saw in the Erangel game. If I'm not mistaken, a little bit of southwest or rather a little bit of southwest to east. Yeah, I think that's what we saw in the previous game. So yeah, I believe we're going to see more and more of that as well. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing so much of that action. So ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let's get it cracking. Let's get it cracking. Let's see what play style most of these teams are going to embellish now. A lot of people in the air. That tells you that these guys are planning something interesting here. As I'm telling you, like, you can't even deny, man. You cannot deny at all that the strategies here, the strategies that these teams are applying. I mean, RSG did a fantastic job, making it inside of Pochinki at the right time. Men of Blood had Pochinki for the entirety of the game, but unfortunately they couldn't use it to do much of anything. That's just unfortunate, That is just unfortunate. So it's not about having the play zone first. It's all about what can you do with it. When you have it, when you have the play zone, what can you do something with that? Can you make something happen with that? That is the real deal question, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh, North and Men of Blood already getting into it. So let's take a look over to that side. What is going on? And look at that play zone shift all the way to the western side. Now everyone will start their rotations. About to get tricky. Vikendi zone is so unfavorable. It is so hectic. Like there's such a toxic zone. You know, just 3 teams are inside of the zone. Out of 20, it is 3 teams. And we've already lost 2 players. And it looks like Oxygen might rotate a little bit too closely to the guys from Vibe there. We saw Vibe get into a little bit of a skirmish action sooner. And that's about to be very interesting there. We've got 3 bodies surrounding this area. Harsh Esports, Vibe, and Leave Oxygen sharing this area. The coal mines. But there's a lot of utilities to go around. So I believe it is all part of DBS from No Gaming onto the guys from Unsullied Army. And I think I see that happening on the north eastern side. Who am I hearing in the chat? I heard someone. Who was that? 2 eliminations for No Gaming there. And that sets them off. Sets them off really nicely, I might add. So interesting zone. I mean, most of the teams that are all the way on this eastern side, their rotations are going to be so hectic, so tumultuous. You know, I think that's the word, tumultuous. I think, ooh, that's a nice spray coming through there. And Bibbs was pulled off. I believe he will be picked up very nicely. DBS is still Mimos. But now North will take the advance. They will make the push. Spread in 3 different sides. And No Mercy will be the last one to collect the G36 straight to the score. DBS is in the corner there. Oh, that's a nice one from Mimos. Connects the first shot. And 2 for 2 here. Might just connect 3. Oh my God. The North will remember because they've just been 1v4'd by No Gaming, Mimos. And it was caught in 4K. No Gaming rising to the occasion. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the road to Riyadh kicking off in Vikendi. No Gaming want to go to Saudi Arabia, that's for sure. And you can't even blame this guy. He's just that good. He's just that cracked. 1 versus 4. The DBS takes no prisoners. The DBS will put tears in your eyes. 1v4. And ladies and gentlemen, North have been sent back into the lobby with the quickness. Another angle to work it through. Disparaged, they're still in the mix here. Some action going in, still around the coal mines. Most of these teams playing it a little bit central, but not clashing into each other just yet. Disparaged still have a vibe a little bit towards the north. That's a beautiful spray from Disorder. We'll connect the shots. We'll connect the lights. Iceman will get caught out in the open. He's all left to easy. We just saw 1v4, and we're about to see happen again. I'm not sure what Disrupt was spraying at there, but the intel is being gathered. Disparaged circling around like vultures, trying to get a couple of eliminations there. Can Easy do something there for the guys from Vibe? Can he ruin a complete squad? I mean, all it takes is 1 player to ruin something here. And the grenade, he pops out. And now an opportunity again to connect another grenade onto that corner. Unfortunately, Chaos is on the top floor. He's looking for that opening. Unfortunately, the grenade will not do the trick, and he's been sent back into the lobby. And it's all left to that one guy from Vibe. He could be the thorn in their side. But will he be, though? Habitual Gaming in the feed as well. The sprays are good. Fortunately, not to want for naught. Let's see, 21st Century already inside of that play zone. Harsh Esports in serious trouble now. They've received some violence and some chaos, but Disparaged will leave this area. Will not. I believe they should know that this guy is here. I mean, all the grenades and all the noise, surely they know that he's here somewhere. But they have no idea where he is. They're circling around. I think they've spotted him. And now they're circling through, grenade in hand. Surely a grenade will do the trick now. Yep, they're circling in. They know he's there. Oh! We're about to see. I thought we were about to see another 1v4. But the grenade will not do the trick. This time, the DBS can only do so much. It was able to get disrupt, but was not able to disrupt the flow of play. Unfortunately, Disparaged will come out on top. And they will get 3 eliminations at the expense of the guys from Vibe. There's a little bit more to it than that one still. The play zone has moved all of these teams to the western side. And you know exactly what that means. The rotations are starting to come in very, very nicely there. The guys from foul play. Still got one player all the way outside, trying to make his way in through Mount Kresnich. You see the guys from Esports still rotating and circling about in that southern side. I believe RSG are still very nicely positioned in the center of the circle. Will not necessarily have to move around too much. But again, there's still some ops around them. They will need to move inside, but they've not really got a far distance to travel. The guys from there, they're sitting very pretty inside of this southern side. I believe it is the guys from No Rage Esports. No Rage versus Dare. Now this is going to be an interesting one if these two teams decide to butt heads. But Wick, the rest of the guys from No Rage, will hop into their vehicle and start to make their rotation inside of that circle. I'm not sure if they're aware of the position that is occupied by Dare Esports, but they're playing it very, very slowly. As you can see here, they are gathering as much intel as possible. Yo Chops, from No Rage Esports, have not been able to pick up another vehicle. This is very treacherous, driving around inside of one vehicle. The Invincibles now will receive hell on earth. DBS will connect the first shot. Beautiful grenade from that position onto Sean. He gets knocked away. PlayStation 5 and Strings just working in harmony there to work through the angles, and a beautiful grenade to work through again. DBS connects, sends him back into the lobby. Strings playing on the guitar as he's stringing them along. Continues as well. Foul play, not letting this one rest at all. The rest of the guys from foul play now pull up to the scene. Now trying to hold on. Beautiful, beautiful grenade onto that corner. Now trying to work it through. Zesty with a jump shot is good. What team is this? Huh. Not sure what team this is. I'm not sure. Trying to find out what team that was. That's supposed to be the slots for, I believe, Free Esports. I'm not sure how they got in. The organizer needs to be very, very keen on who gets in. I think the guys from Free Esports are not being able to make it into any of these games. I'm not. Okay, well, I guess that's that one about that one. So an interesting play zone. You can see the guys from 10-11. I saw them get into a little bit of a squabble earlier, but they did come out on top. So you can see got 3 eliminations and a smoky vehicle. The guys from No Rage Esports and Dare have gotten into that action on that southern side. You can see it now. DBS in the hands of Kanan trying to work through. DBS connects onto Wick. The DBS is working miracles. Oh, that's a beautiful switch. 360 degree and knock. You barely see that one, but he connects this time, and he reloads the DBS. 2 knocks. Rage Esports has 2 players down, and now the DBS from Kanan connects to the second. Might just do the trick, and he will seal the deal. The DBS comes in clutch once again. No rage will not rage. Back into the lobby they go. Dare Esports. Dare Esports again. Cycling through 4 eliminations and the DBS to boot as well. The DBS is just cooking, ladies and gentlemen. It is just cooking. It is cooking all of the ops. I've cooked ops twice now. See the guys from 10-11 from the northern side. No Gaming equally just sitting very pretty in the north. We've got 5 eliminations between them. That outstanding DBS from Mimos was able to work through the guys from north, put the screws to them. Ooh, 10-11 in trouble there. Saul will set their eyes onto them, spray through, and Shergs will be knocked away there. I'm not sure he will be able to get that reset. He will be able to get that reset on, but don't panic. Will be the next one knocked away. Executes you, trying to play on the front side. The smoke's already going out. But there's only so much they can do from that position, and I think this push will be coming on. It's about to be very tricky here. Spray is perfect from Execute You. Uproots him immediately from the vehicle now, so we'll have to reset. Optimus has been knocked away, and the entire plan might just be going up in smoke. The smoke's already around the corners there, and he will be confirmed by the guys from Habitual. Exposed himself a little bit too much, and he will get knocked away as well. So looking very, very strong in that defensive position, but unfortunately they've lost 2 players. Shergs is still knocked away. Don't panic, trying to find another angle onto that position, and he might just be able to do the trick. He has no cover, but how far will they be able to make it though? Execute You still knocked away. The reset and the sprays are continue. He still gets tapped away. Habitual Gaming will steal that one. 10-11 will lose another player, or rather will lose their first player. And here comes Don't Panic crashing in. Now they've breached the compound. The spray, perfect from Don't Panic, but unfortunately will not be able to do the job there. He gets tagged up. 10-11 now. We'll have to find a way to work through the angles there. Habitual Gaming are still in the mix. Utilities will be able to do the trick there. But that's a beautiful grenade. Beautiful grenade from Don't Panic. We might be able to send another one across the board just by the that's a bombastic one, and now he tags through. Saul in trouble. 10-11. This guy will surely have to japa, but now the pressure is on. He's trying to escape. The barbed wire, no one greet this guy. Mickey japa. Finally he escapes. He escapes the danger. His teammate, unfortunately, will not be so lucky. But from the frying pan, he might just get into the fire. Rolls into the guard from Men of Blood. He might just uproot him from that vehicle. And he's screeching and turning like in an Hollywood car accident. But he should be fine. Survives. And so will live to fight another day. 10-11 were able to hold on that position, but unfortunately, they will lose. Execute You. So they do have 4 eliminations to speak on. Fortunately, Execute You, that did have 2 out of those 4, has been sent back into the lobby, but they would have found themselves in a nice position inside of the zone for the next couple of zone shifts. Dare Esports still on the south. The Invincibles down to Ronnie. Still alive, still holding up nicely, I might add, but unfortunately he doesn't have the zone just yet. Will have to perpetuate himself to work through the angles there from that position. Play zone is shrinking very nicely here. Active Gaming have not been too active. They've lost Neo. I've got next to us Basky and Solo. A triple threat of dangerous players still. And how far they willing to take this one? It's a whole lot of action still brewing here, but the guys from Active playing the compound defensive style, playing dead center inside of the zone. It's a little bit untoward, but it will do the trick. Afro Esports still in the south. Foul play equally in the south. So the guys from PlayStation, we saw PlayStation 5 and the rest of his teammates just storm and occupy this building, or rather this compound area. That is the aggression I love to see. Toxic, Shrinks, and PlayStation 5 tearing through the Invincibles earlier. We saw that live on RSG here with a 3-man. Got Stoner, Superboy, and Roach. Fortunately, we're missing Danny Brown. And I believe they were a 4-man team in the previous map. But how far will they be willing to take this one still? Okay. Play zone's about to shrink up again. First Century finally getting angsty there. Skadoosh. Spraying up. Ooh, baby gets tagged up and sent back into the lobby. Crocs has been absolutely fantastic so far. He's got 5 eliminations. But will he be able to keep the rest of the guys from 21st Century at bay? The smokes continue to hold off. Shax, baby. Oh, unfortunately, the angles. He couldn't provide cover from the angles of Active Gaming. Unfortunately, Habitual will be sent back into the lobby. Sprays are good. Guys from Men of Blood somehow have lost 2 players. They've lost Creed and 11. Steroids and Rage will be the last 2 left. Steroids already up 2 eliminations. But, if they do get crashed in and breached, it's about to get very, very tricky for them. And Saul does have their last player here. Still has his sights set onto the guys from Men of Blood onto that eastern side. But now the guys from 10-11 will be deciding to crash the party sooner rather than later. They are surging forwards. Foul play, getting torn apart by a single Invincibles player there. 2 players are sent back into the lobby. I don't believe they knew he was there, but he did use the element of surprise to send them back into the lobby. I believe that was with the DBS. The DBS has just been cooking today. He hops back into his vehicle and out of danger. And that is how you claim 2 souls. You claim 2 bodies. Back into the lobby they go. And that will do the trick for you. Ronnie drives to just treacherously through through here. He'll park. Thought he was going to park his vehicle right there, but he's trying to find another position just somewhere nicely that he can park and somewhere nicely that he can play from. And I think he's found somewhere around this area. He's circling around. Yes, I was thinking, yeah, this is not a bad spot at all. It is not a bad position at all, you know. I mean, he's exposed to the guys from the northern side, but they're equally exposed to him too. And now Men of Blood might be playing very house guests to the guys from 10-11. They've pulled up very closely, I might add, about to play neighbor for eliminations to the guys from 10-11. Unfortunately, they did lose Execute You, but it's not too far-fetched. It's not too far-fetched at all. Sprays are good. Sprays are nice, actually. How far will they take it? The play zone has moved away once again. 10-11 will need to breach this position. They need to get rid of them, and I think he knew that grenade connected, and they will make the push. I think they're aware Steroids is in trouble now, surely. Grenades onto grenade. They're trying to keep him at bay. They're not trying to... Ooh, but the Molotov cocktails to the stairs, and that is the big IQ plays that you do love to see. And the grenade is good. Might just connect. Oh, that's a perfect grenade from Shergs. Connects onto Rage. He gets tagged up almost immediately. Now it's a 3 versus 1. They're trying to sink him at bay, but the grenade is down. Trying to keep the rest of the guys from 10-11 at bay, but they need to rid of the lobby of this last player from Men of Blood. Steroids again. He's getting tagged. Jump through. Tags through. Works the angles. Tries to spray again. Steroids is there. 2 for 2. 2 knocked away. But Shergs has to be very careful now. Steroids is not the one you want to trifle with. Oh, that's a beautiful one from Shergs. Tags through. Surely he knows that he's low on HP. He will move through. Tries to work the angles. The Bison tries to connect through. He cannot allow the resets. He cannot allow, and that will seal the deal. Shergs does just enough to keep 10-11 out of it. But Steroids was absolutely fantastic, holding on by himself. But now the play zone is hot on their heels. It is zone 6. 10-11 in danger. They need to be on the move. 6 eliminations later, now they're down to 2. Men of Blood put up a serious fight to defend that position. Steroids was absolutely fantastic, but there's only so much you could have done from that position. Active Gaming is here again, trying to hold off. Ooh, 10-11. Well, you can see the bullets stringing along, but their rotation is just a little bit too late. Surely they will get blown away. The last player for the guys from Seoul was able to get a knock on onto Don't Panic. He's been seriously hurt there. The utilities will start to have to come out. The tags are good. And a beautiful spray, but Shergs will get tagged up again. It is so close. 10-11 trying to hold on. They've got is one player, but Active Gaming are still applying the pressure from all across the board, and Afro Esports is there as well. That's a beautiful spray from Solo, but unfortunately he will not be able to connect the rest of his shots as Punk will duck behind cover. Afro Esports sitting very nicely in that position, sitting equally as nice, twice as nice. So they will be tearing on and tearing through. They're having to overextend a little bit too much, if I might add. So Afro Esports sitting very nicely here. Once again, they've survived to a significantly long period. And RSG now will be the victims of a little bit of inconsistency coming in from that southern side, but PlayStation 5 will be getting snuffed out courtesy of the guys from Afro Esports. Finally, RSG still sitting very nicely, but Superboy unfortunately will be the victim of some shots sent through. Roach pulling up to the scene, trying to res him up, and I believe he will go for that reset. completely exposed, I might add, but Shirks finally deals with that last player from Soldaten Esports, or Soldaten. I don't know, that name is so cool still. But 10-11 will finally seal the deal and get the job done. Shirks still holding up into the top 5. And RSG as well into the top 5 for the second time. But RSG still have the numbers. They've still got 3. Active Gaming has got 3 as well. Nexus pulling up. They're playing it slowly and surely. Ronnie, the last player for the Invincibles, has survived this long, but finally the play zone is not going to be in his favor. He will have to make a rotation and find a way inside. The utilities are working very, very nicely for his good. They're working in his favor, but will he be able to find a way to work through? Well, he's going to get tagged away immediately there by Basky. Active. Now trying to surge forward, spray into the smoke. You can take a look and you will see Outcast has been knocked away. An opportunity now presents itself for Active Gaming to surge and steal that position away. But Afro Esports still have the best numbers. They've got 4 players. They can defend very nicely. Shirks finally making his move inside of that play zone, but he might get tagged away. Unfortunately, Fender Boy exposed a little bit too much. He gets tagged away, but Shirks will be spotted. Active Gaming again surging forwards, taking one at a time. Afro Esports in trouble. Rage on the backside finally will spray. Roach will connect the shots. Basky's in trouble. He gets knocked away as well. And now Active Gaming will need to reset and reposition themselves. The play zone has moved away from their position. RSG have been blessed again. Can they make it 2 for 2? 4 eliminations to them. Roach in a perfect position, looking forwards and looking downwards onto the ops. He's trying to spray through the right hand side, looking very, very free. Stoner's gonna take it and he's gonna move forwards. The smoke will provide a little bit of distraction, will provide cover as well. The left side looking very, very caked up. And now Afro Esports trying to absolutely best to keep all of their numbers alive. But it's about to get very, very interesting again. The numbers starting to dwindle, go down and go forth, but Active do not have the play zone. RSG blessed once again, making the right decision. The sprays are good, connects the shots one after the other, but the utility starts to fling out. He's gonna get tagged up immediately there. Solo's been spotted, he's not clean off. Stoner doing a fantastic job. RSG fighting everyone, every nook and cranny. The smokes inching closer and closer, but Fender Boy will get a knock onto Superboy. He's gonna get sent away back into the lobby. Molotov cocktail from Stoner's position, but here comes Nexus with a beautiful spray, sends him back into the lobby surely, but Nexus on fire. He's gonna be burned by Roach. Beautiful play and the utilities, but Afro Esports have the numbers. It's a 4 versus 2 and a beautiful grenade to seal the deal as well. Here comes Roach charging a grenade just towards the right hand side, and the grenade is perfect, but unfortunately falls a little bit too short. Rosemary now feints to the right hand side, but he will be swept away from the backside. Afro Esports will snatch it away from RSG using the numbers advantage. Ooh, that was absolutely criminal. Absolutely criminal. Absolutely criminal coming in for the guys from Afro Esports, stealing it away. They played it so well, held it compact, defended super nicely, and that was absolutely breathtaking to watch. Absolutely breathtaking to watch. Absolutely breathtaking to watch. Beautiful play coming in from Afro Esports. RSG in second place. RSG in second place with 5 eliminations. Active in third place with 4. 10-11 in fourth place with, I believe that is 7. The Invincibles in 5th place with 2. Soldaten in 6th place with 1, fowlplay in 7th place with 4, and in 8th place 21st Century with 4 as well. Men of Blood in 9th place with 3, No Gaming in 10th place with 5, Disparaged in 11th place with 4, Esports in 12th place with 4, Habitual in 13th place with 6, No Rage Esports in 14th place with 3. In 16th place we've got the guys from Vibe. In 17th place we've got the guys from Harsh Esports with 1 elimination. The guys from Oxygen in 18th place with nothing, and the guys from North in 19th place with 3, unsullied army in 20th place. Wow, action all across the board, ladies and gentlemen. Action everywhere you look. It is the, I don't know what is wrong with this dog. Jesus. Apologize for the audio. Yeah, my audio, I don't know why my mic is going to be picking that audio up. I do apologize for the dog my neighbor has just right outside. It's absolutely insane, but I do apologize for that one. But ladies and gentlemen, game 2 just wrapped up. Vikendi, and we saw Afro Esports again into that top 3, but this time the chicken dinner to follow suit. So we are going to have 2 more games for you tonight, so stay ready, stay strapped, and don't turn away.
There's a fire starting in my heart.
like I
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the stream. It is the Nigerian qualifiers for the road to Riyadh 2023. Saudi Arabia is where we're trying to get to, and this is the beginning of that journey. It is day one, and it is the qualifiers brought to you by LESF, the Soldaten Esports Forum, the Afro Gamer, and Mobile, your one-stop shop for esports activities. So, ladies and gentlemen, we just saw RSG, Active Gaming, and Afro Esports again. The same set of teams that we saw in the first game, in the top three. We saw them repeat the synonymity of what we just witnessed. So we know for a fact that the action is about to be quite consistent, I believe. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, it is game 3. It is Miramar, the desert map. The action continues, though. You see that playing path now is the south to the... What is this? South to the northwest, I believe. I guess that's the idea here. South to northwest. And the action... the action will continue. There's going to be a very interesting turn of events here. There's more to it than that one. That's what I know. You know, that's what I'm certain of. That there's so much more to it. Yeah, there's absolutely so much more to it. But Miramar, the high ground. Oh, we're in Picardo and the action has already started to kick off. Afro Esports and I believe the guys from Foul Play do tend to clash heads inside of this area. We can already see that happening. Fender Boy gets knocked away. I don't know if the reset will come on. He's not too far away from his teammates, but the action has already kicked off. Foul Play will use this opportunity to singe forwards. Strings, trying to string them along. The sprays are good. Hasn't been able to pick up any utilities, any helmets or vests just yet, so I think the push will not materialize into anything, and Afro Esports have that entire area on lock, so yeah, it's not looking very nice for a breach. Again, he gets tagged up by Toxic. I mean, surely they will breach now. Surely they will breach this time around. Fender Boy gets knocked away, and Afro Esports on the back end. But Foul Play, will they capitalize? An opportunity for them to capitalize. They need to make something out of this one. Will allow Fender Boy to get picked up again. If I was him, I would never let that guy get picked up, man. You know, but then, you know, but I think that's part of the game mechanics. You know, the more you get knocked out, the more you will get, you know, the more you will get picked up. You know, I think the more you get knocked out, the more you get, the more you get picked up. And the next time you get knocked out, I think it will be easier, significantly easier for you to get knocked out again. You know, so Afro Esports need to be very careful about Fender Boy. Please be very careful about him. You know, he's been knocked away countless times, so much today. You know, so he needs to work on positioning. He's a very fantastic player, but I think he needs to work more on his positioning and his use of angles, so he doesn't get spotted out every single time. You know, I mean, it could speak to his character as a player. You know, but you know, there could be that one as well. Ooh, that's a little bit of a warning spray. It's a little bit of a warning spray though, but will not surmount to anything. I think you've lost one player so far. Hopefully we'll not overextend or over accumulate into any kind of hectic, you know, point of view or turnout of events, you know, as it stands. But I do have the leaderboards in front of me right now. It's not looking too bad. It's a little bit of a central thing, but nobody's losing too much sleep over it just yet, you know. So I'll back through turnout. That's what I'm looking at here. Play zone is looking very feisty. And now Rosemary driving a little bit too close for comfort. The touches work through. PlayStation 5 will bite the 45 ACPs of the Thompson. 2 down. Afro Esports now tend to capitalize. Again, that is the danger of not dealing with the imminent problems that you're facing, especially when you're playing in Picardo. And Afro Esports have made Foul Play the object of ridicule right now. 2 players knocked away. Friday still on the top floor. Was absolutely preposterous positioning. Had no sightline on 2 of his teammates. But again, there were 2 of them. They both got knocked out by 1 player. Rosemary cooking the guys from Foul Play, PlayStation 5 and Toxic. Sent back into the lobby with the quickness. Friday and Strings will be the last 2 left. Can they make it a 2 for 2? It's looking very, very unlikely here because Picado is not. I mean, if you're trying to find Picado, you might as well just make it an open field thing. You know, just make it an open field thing. Make it exposed. Make it tit for tat. You know, make everybody just. Walangolo, eh. Oh, that's a nice spray from Strings. That's a beautiful spray. Rosemary now bites the dust. On Friday has an opportunity to do something, but he's going to get tagged up as well. The smoke's already coming out. Afro, very, very proactive when it comes to picking out their defensive positions. You can tell. And that is the idea. Sprays continue. The sprays continue. They do not stop. They do not stop. Angles, angles, angles. Angles, angles, angles. There's more to it than that one. It is going to be a backing song here. The action in this area continues to move forward. Friday now has been caught in a solo engagement. Somehow it's turned into a 3 versus 1. And now he will have to battle out all of this by himself. Top floor. And Strings can only watch as Afro Esports continue to chase down his teammates. Surely they've heard, but fortunately he exposes them to that corner, and he will get knocked away by Punk immediately there. So Strings will be spotted as he tries to escape from that position. An unfortunate turn of events, finally sent back into the lobby. 3 eliminations for Afro. Chicken dinner from the previous game. 3 eliminations in this one. That is to tell you that Afro Esports know exactly what their strategy for these qualifiers will be. Ladies and gentlemen, do not forget, this is the road to Riyadh. Global Esports Games, brought to you by LESF and the Afro Gamer, with a little touch of Mobile in the mix. The winner of this event will have the opportunity to represent Nigeria at the regionals for the road to Riyadh. Represent one of the African teams to participate in the road to Riyadh. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is what these teams are battling for. So, pragmatism inside of Picado. A whole lot of running around going on here, but the guys from North, who's your guy? It's Pyro. Because Pyro looking for... Oh, he's been spotted. I don't know how he was spotted there, but he was spotted. He was able to tag team and receive so much damage just immediately there. Unfortunate turn, but he will have to reset and reposition himself. The guys from 10-11 surrounding the area very nicely there. But Vega, don't panic, execute you and Shurks. Top form for them. They are still coming in that northern side. We'll need to be very careful. Ness is lurking. These guys are just driving around, apparently. I'm not sure what the idea is here, but Rage will lose a body to some ungodly settings there. But let's take a look onto the guys from Oxygen. You've got 3 in the cut. Friday night. What an interesting way to spend your Friday night, hustling for a Saudi Arabia ticket. Because these players know exactly what is at stake. Unsullied Army crumpled up in a literally interesting 1-1-1-1 split. I don't think they're in any building together. I think all the players are in separate buildings. Afro Esports will seal the deal finally, as they will send the guys from foul play back into the lobby. First team to go back, I believe, or rather second team to go back. We're not able to capitalize, and they got the first knock onto Fender Boy, but couldn't do too much about it. But Vibe will pull up to that scene, and they will open the floodgates. Mini 14 will lead the way. Don't Panic has been knocked away there. 10-11, and the guys from North clashing heads. Don't Panic knocks clean off. North will pull up to the scenes. About to get very interesting here. Sprays are good from the backside. Here comes Execute You. Hops outside. Now 10-11 will need the absolute best to work this one through. Oh, the tags onto Pyro are absolutely heavenly from the back end. But Anes does have the angles there, trying to see by keeping back at bay. 10-11 now back to a full split. A Molotov cocktail to do the job there. It's an opportunity to work through the angles there, but Pintua heavily tagged up. Very, very low on HP, I might add, but not too much of anything. His HP levels will be raised back up. 10-11 versus North. It's going to be an interesting turn of events here, how this fight will be able to pan through. The sprays continue. Spyro, grenade connects. Another one to work through, but Pintua will spray down. Execute You. It's a beautiful spray. Spyro, that grenade, if it connects, he's going to be in serious trouble. Again, continuously being set into a dangerous position. That's a beautiful grenade onto that corner, but unfortunately bounces away. Will not do the job unless it's still on the backside. Trying his absolute best to work the angles there. Beautiful grenade again from Execute You, but unfortunately nothing connects. Trying to work through from the backside again. Oh, that's a perfect one from Execute You. Now he's low down. He's been spotted. And unfortunately now trying to work the angles, trying to spray through as well. Pintua will change position, will change direction. Another one bites the dust. 2 down. And 10-11 surging on. 2 eliminations. North in trouble. Pyro and Pintua have been swept away. And Anes is still here fighting the battle against Bego. And I believe he doesn't know that there's someone on his right side. There's someone here. Shergs is the one that's here, creeping up very slowly. The sprays continue. Bego now decides to pull up to the mix. And now he's about to be surged through from 2 angles. Bego pulls up to the right side, but he cannot expose too much. Anes is a dangerous player. They need to be careful of his position. The left side looking careful up, but Shergs will put a stop to that almost immediately, as North unfortunately just couldn't deal. Unfortunately, they did not have the numbers. It was a 4 versus 3, and he just got sandwiched from all angles. Totally forgot about Shergs' position. He was there the entire time, feeding, stalking, gathering as much intel as possible. 10-11 as they raise the gates, raise the numbers. 3 eliminations for them. But the job is not done yet. Active Gaming looking very, very nice in that central area. Not necessarily having to rotate too much. Take a look at Baski trying to deal with one of the players from the Invincibles. I believe that is Sean on the southern side. Again, he's trying to play off the back end. But the Invincibles already have 1 elimination courtesy of Choco. So all they have to do is hold off. And that's a beautiful spray onto Neo. But I believe the terrain will shield. Oh, that's a nice touch from Neo. A little bit of a warning there. He tagged through the window. The moment he popped out his head, he received so much damage. He has to be careful now. But then again, the distance is a little bit too great. He exposes himself a little bit too much there. I don't think it's going to amount to anything, because Active Gaming will love to hold on to the higher ground, at least for the time being. They will not have to overextend or play this a little bit too high. The Invincibles are really set off and set on. Did not will have to expose or out or overplay their hand, you know. So interesting play zone. Very center, very center play zone. At least you know the hard shift is about to come upon us. So that is where the rotational abilities for most of these teams will come into play. So more to it than that one. So you can see Active still trying to spray on. The Invincibles will not let this one slide. They will not let it slide away at all. That's a nice spray from Sean. Switches angles. Will tag Neo up just a little bit. Just a little bit. Not enough to do too much of anything there. Esports now. You can see them in the southern side. There's action popping off. Hillary has been walked away. And the sprays continue into that position. Kanan playing from the backside. He does hide behind the rocker there just to feed into the intel. Ooh, Zeus exposed his head a little bit too much, and he did get a warning shot. So Soldaten will do the absolute best to hold on. But somehow lost Hillary. I'm not sure how. Must have been an oversight. But there's nothing to it at all. Unsullied Army looking very tasty. That northern side uncontested, sitting very nicely just north of San Martin. They have moved away, and they've moved into a better terrain, a better position. Kotso, Schmook, Jesse, and Slick, and Harsh now will use the DBS to crack open the window onto the guys from Vibe. 1 out of 2. That's a beautiful one from Shinigami. Connects the shots onto the other side. But the tags continue from the backside. Molotov cocktail almost immediately there. Tries to work through the angles there. Vibe in trouble. And he now phases to the left hand side. Tries to pump through to the right. Again, switches to the AKM. Gano again pumping through GBS. But again, the UMP in close range will come out on top easy. Making it look too easy. And Oba is pulling up as well, trying to deal with it now, but he's got ops on the back end. It's RSG, the third party, unfortunately pulling up to steal. And here comes Easy, has the grenade in hand, might just do the trick, but he's holding it a little bit too long. Yeah, bro, you're not him. You are absolutely not him. There's only so long you can charge a grenade with low HP that nothing will happen to you. The RSG, they've seen what has happened and they've pulled up to the scene. Harsh Esports in trouble now. Ace pulls up again, parks his vehicle just in the right spot, and now they're trying to circle through. They see the smokes, they see the angles. Stoner circling through. Shinigami, the first to go down. Ace now will be surging forwards, looking for an angle. Gano spraying through the smoke, but there's only so much he can do. The M4 will meet his skull. Gano Samed, the last one up, tags the first, but he will be swept away. RSG maintaining beauty. A beautiful display. 5 eliminations to them, and they maintain beauty. Unsullied Army now will catch 10-11 onto their blast. The spray is good, the spray is perfect, but Shergs with a beautiful return fire as well will cut that one away. Another angle onto Jesse. He's been tagged up. But Execute is still knocked away. I'm not sure the reset is going to be coming soon. But it's looking like it's going to be a possibility. I believe he will come for the reset. Oh, unfortunately, Bego will be spotted as well. Now 10-11 in serious trouble. Don't panic. Might just have to start panicking now. You Unsullied Army having a beautiful position inside. And there's only so much he can do, but I think he will be able to go for that reset. But Unsullied Army will have to take the push. And the... Oh, so close. But Unsullied Army, what will they do now? Don't panic. Shergs will have to keep them at bay, surely. Because if they do go for that push, surely it's going to be finished. Unsullied Army but they are not using their vehicles. That is the danger here. Another one to work through, tries to run through again to work through, but don't panic, will be swept away. Another opportunity to work through that angle. Shergs will be the last one up. Unfortunate scenes here, but 10-11 having cut down to just one player courtesy of Unsullied Army, and I don't know what is going to happen here, but Shergs, they might just be swept away. 10-11. He might be sent back into the lobby with the quickness. It's another opportunity here to do something about it. Shergs is trying his absolute best. That's a good grenade, but he's going to work it through. That's a fantastic one. Oh, but unfortunately will not connect the shots. Now it's an opportunity for them to do something about that one. Unfortunately, doesn't connect. Shergs now might just get overwhelmed. The first one goes down, but that will be the end. Unsullied Army will put a nail in the coffin of 10-11. Beautiful display coming in from Unsullied Army. And now it's about to get feisty up in here on the northern side. Unsullied Army playing it perfectly, tearing through the guys from 10-11. Now, guys from Oxygen are centered up nicely as well. RSG occupying the entire western side, uncontested. They're sitting very, very pretty in that western side. Now the Invincibles equally a little bit too close for comfort, but the hillside will prevent any clashing of heads, at least for the time being. It is phase 4 of the circle. Esports have been spotted. They see the action. They will be pulling up. Ronnie with a beautiful spray onto that position. Here comes Choco. He sees them and he's about to light them up. Gyatso hops out towards the left hand side and Dami's on the right hand side. The moment Choco opens fire, that will be it. Dami has been spotted. And now Choco has fed them the intel. Sean is aware, he's ready to take the 1v1, and now he's about to be sandwiched. Dami in serious danger. All of the intel has been fed. The Invincibles know exactly what is going on here, but the grenade from Dami is a surprise, and that was a surprise, a big surprise. Sean will be sent back into the lobby. Did not expect that one to work through, but they sacrificed Sean for absolutely no reason. And yet another surprise will come through. Oxygen from the top side, spraying downwards, connecting to Cloud and Ronnie. Now it is one player left for the Invincibles, and I believe that is going to be Choco. And hopefully he doesn't get sprayed down on his way there. But that is so unfortunate. Invincibles had so much potential, but there's only so much he can do from that position. A grenade, I believe, can do the trick from this position. The grenade just has to be inch perfect. Disparaged coming in from that, I believe they're coming in from the north eastern side. Oh, clean! Trigger! Trigger is trigger happy with that car 98. Shot connects to Chaos all the way across. And now Disparaged will be in serious trouble, but the reset's already coming in. And Ronnie will be confirmed by Felix with that Mini 14. I wanna get but there. You can only see that one. What? I have absolutely no words, but Trigger is triggering. All I can say is Trigger is triggering. Oxygen, let them breathe. Let the ops breathe, because what was that madness I just saw? Right out of the vehicle, ladies and gentlemen. Right out of his keke, they sent him out. Beautiful play coming in from Oxygen there. Trigger was absolutely triggering. But Oxygen have lost Trigger, unfortunately, so that car 98 madness will not see it any further. But Active Gaming started to get active again. Solo will get tagged up. Unfortunately, Felix cannot connect the rest of his shots, as Active Gaming will breach and hold on to that position on the northern side. Now that will be the end of Cloud. He's been sent back into the lobby courtesy of Neo. And Afro Esports are still here in the top 7 once more. They're not tearing too far. 2 eliminations for Active so far. They've got all of their players, but it's a steep hill to climb. 21st Century will now be coming in from that far northern side now, trying to deal with Unsullied Army, but the play zone is hot on their heels. Good grenade onto Soul's position, but he's just too far away. Hops into his vehicle and gets out of danger. Skadoosh will for Jesse, and we'll send Jesse back into the lobby, but he stopped. He stopped to get a reset. He stopped to get a confirmation, and he paid the ultimate price. Unsullied Army will steal, kill, and destroy anything in their path. Souls circling around to find an opening there just by the edge of the circle. The rest of his teammates will have to do something about that one, but RSG will be in front, and RSG have the high ground. The sprays continue. Beautiful position coming in, and Soul will be spotted. Surely he will be sent back into the lobby. He's just too close. Just too close. He doesn't have the angles, the high ground. Surely Ace will send you back into the lobby. 8 eliminations for RSG. Surely you can't even beat this one. And now they will be able to hang tight and hang through from that angle. It is time to work the magic. Hear the action roaring through. Roach pulls up a little bit closer, and we all know how dangerous he is with the grenades, and he might just do just enough. That's a beautiful grenade right over the top. We'll cut him down to about 45 HP. The second one surely will do the trick, and the grenade will send back. Oh, that's a nice one from Roach. Connects immediately. Roach, the bombastic master. He bombards yet another grenade to do the deed. The evil deed continues to hold on. Unsullied Army still have one player in the mix there. And now Roach again with the grenades. It's like his the grenade's an extension of his arm. Right inside onto Smoke's position. Oh my days. 2 out of 2. Roach is him. Grenades are inch perfect. 11 eliminations. Out of those 11, 12 are from grenades. Roach is just cooking. Unsullied Army have been bombed back into the lobby, and this ain't no Syria. Afro Esports still looking very strong. 8 eliminations for them now, trying to deal with the guys from RSG. We saw these teams survive earlier, but the play zone will be forcing them to run into each other. Superboy, we've seen how capable he is, but what can he do in the face of a DBS? Stoner will be the first one to bite the dust. The DBS will connect, but unfortunately Spunk is there instead to work through. And now Active Gaming have seen an entry position from the back line. Nexus will spot, and he will spray an angle to work through. Here we go. Nexus and Neo working hand in hand, working through that corner. DBS from Nexus will connect onto Punk. He does a magnificent job to seal the deal there. Rosemary surely now will be the next victim of this grenade. Nexus's grenade cooked to perfection, connects immediately. Rosemary will bite the dust. RSG and Active, and again these two teams surviving onto the final third, and now the rest of Active pulling up to the scene. Roach tags right through Shawley's curtains for him as Active will take the chicken dinner of Miramar. 8 eliminations and a chicken dinner to follow suit. Beautiful, beautiful confirmation to do the job. RSG in second place with 11 eliminations. Afro Esports in third place with 9. Unsullied Army in fourth place with 9 as well. As guys from Oxygen in fifth place with 3. Sean and the rest of the Invincibles in sixth place with 4. 21st Century in seventh place with 7. Men of Blood in 8th place with 1. Disparaged in 9th place with 1. No Rage Esports in 10th place with 3. Dare Esports in 11th place with 5. In 10-11 in 12th place with 3. Harsh in 13th with 1. Vibe in 14th. Soul in 15th. Nort in 16th with 3. Habitual in 17th. Fowlplay in 18th. And No Gaming in 19th. Ladies and gentlemen, now that was a beautiful finish. Absolutely gobsmack finish, ladies and gentlemen. Active Gaming, RSG, Afro Esports, again and again and again. These 3 teams, top 5, 3 games in a row. Something's cooking here. Something's cooking. What is that? What are they cooking? What are these three teams cooking? Someone, you guys tell me in the chat. What are these three teams cooking? Because I would like to know. I'm a chef myself, so I want to know what it is they're cooking. But, you know, it is what it is. Ladies and gentlemen, one more game. It is going to be Sanhok. And by the time I return, for the last time, Sanhok is what I'm going to bring to you. Stay tuned. It's Road to Riyadh.
The scars of your love remind me of us. They keep me thinking that we almost had it all. The scars of your love, they leave me breathless. I can't help feeling we could have had it all. Rolling in the deep. You have my heart inside of your hand, but you played it with a beating, beating,
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the stream for the final time tonight. It is going to be a Sanhok game, and it is still the road to Riyadh 2023 Global Esports Games. Saudi Arabia is the destination. We all know that that's where we're trying to go. So, let's stay strapped in. We've seen some incredible performances tonight. RSG, Active Gaming, and Afro Esports turning up and up every single time. So that tells you that these guys know exactly what they're cooking. They know how to get to Saudi Arabia. They know that this is the journey. This is the road they want to take. So ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, we've got one more map for you. And it is going to be Sanhok. Let's go to Sanhok. The violence map. Whoever wins this map, I will cut cap. Because there's like 19 teams in here. So what are you saying? What are you really saying? Whew, all right. Wait a minute. No way. Somebody is in the air in their car. What is this? Since when? I'm so out of touch with this game now. Waiting be this now. Inside car now. Good. That's wild, bro. That is wild, bro. Okay. Afro Esports, Active, Disparaged, Boot Camp. Looks like this is where the cooking will start. Nope, it's not where it will start. Actually, I think it's Painan. Nope, it's not Painan. So where's the action going through? What is happening here? Oh, okay, it's Cowl. Foul play. Ooh, attack up. That's a nice one from Strings. Pyro is not your guy. Is definitely not your guy. He's back into the lobby. And that is first blood. Not doing too well. Landing in a position that foul play knows the front and back and side and inside of, but Temi will not be discouraged. Harsh Esports equally coming in from that northern side. It's about to be a party here. A4 times. That's better. That is better, bro. That is absolutely better. That's an opportunity here. Nope. PlayStation 5 will move with the quickness. But Toxic might be spotted there. But nope, Strings might be working the angles there. But he saw him right into the peak of the corner. He saw him. He don't miss. In the heat of battle, he don't miss. Unless we'll get the knock. And a grenade. Perfect from PlayStation 5. The bomb blast. Turn this place into Ikeja, because that's what we say. Beautiful touch. Foul play, pushing forwards. North in trouble. Pinto are very, very low on HP, but they finish with the M7. Foul play up 4 eliminations. And North have been cooked once more. Beautiful, beautiful finish coming in from the guys from Foul Play, rising to the occasion. Oxygen and the guys from Vibe continue the assault all the way out there in, I believe this is Paradise Resort. Loud. Back into the lobby he goes as well. Oxygen couldn't snatch that this area from the guys from Vibe, but they were able to take 2 away. Oba and Easy, back into the lobby they go. The Nice Man and Kenny will be the last 2 remaining. Guys from Men of Blood, I believe they are still in that western side. There's a lot of possibilities for them to reach this position, but Vibe will come out on top. Paradise will remain theirs. And that boost camp area is looking very, very spicy. There's a whole lot of bodies. There's a whole lot of action. 2 top teams on the leaderboards about to clash heads. Someone is about to take a chicken dinner away from someone else's mouth right now. It's going to be a very, very decisive moment, but Outcast driving it a little bit too close to home there. He's going to get tagged up. We'll reset his position. Active Gaming occupying the entirety of the central part of boot camp, will not be exposing themselves or giving any angles away for Afro Esports. But again, they are making their rotations around. They are not trying to take the smoke. Oh, that's cute. That is so cute, actually. That is so cute, actually. You know, because why land in boot camp only to run? You know, the Invincibles on the western side getting dealt with by 21st Century. Choco was the first victim. He's been knocked away, but the grenade from Baby is perfect. But there's only so much you could do with that one. There's 3 bodies still moving forward. Sean, they want all the smoke. 21st Century still trying to get that player packed up. Now would be the nice time for them to work the utilities, the angles, and the corner. Skadoosh trying to get his HP levels back up. He will succeed. Now the grenade starting to come out. It's a trade. It's 1 for 1. 21st Century and the Invincibles. Grenade is good from Pharaoh. Might just do the job there. I'm sure he spotted Cloud. There's no way he didn't spot that guy. But fortunately, tunnel vision is an enemy of progress. And now Pharaoh's grenade surely will connect this time. Just too high. Will not do the trick. Pharaoh trying to reposition, but no gaming on the top part of that hill might be an obstacle. They will need to deal with this very, very shortly. They will need to deal with this very, very quickly, I might add. Because they're about to be curtains for the guys from 21st Century. No Gaming will backstab them all the way from the northern side. Ronnie jumped too close for comfort. As Pharaoh was able to put a couple bullets in him. But he will survive. Invincibles still circling around looking for an opening there, but they are still exposed. All of these players are exposed to the guys from No Gaming, but will No Gaming take the fight? They see what is going on. They are aware. Who will get that opening? Sean on the left. Ronnie is playing center. Got Cloud on the right hand side. Hovering around like a dark cloud. But well, you can see this is fully committed. This is what you call commitment. They are fully committed. Invincibles are committed to this one. 21st Century are committed to this. It's a matter of who will be getting that opening first. Who will it benefit? Who it will benefit? That is the real question. The western side is very, very effective right now, but No Gaming unfortunately will move out of that position. DBS, you can hear the sound, but ooh, Cloud moves up inside. And now the grenade is good. I'm not sure if they're aware of Pharaoh's position. Well, he jumped up. I'm sure Cloud has spotted him and probably will attack him through, but a beautiful grenade from Skadoosh connects the shots. Not sure what happened to Pharaoh there, but the D, he takes the D immediately there from Pharaoh. Pharaoh gives him the deep UMP, and that will be the end of the Invincibles. They just couldn't breach. 21st Century will come out on top. Pharaoh giving him the deep UMP. The deep UMP, you love to see it. Skadoosh opening the floodgates with that grenade. Skadoosh, MVP. I told him I didn't want to see him in the chat tonight. I told him that I wanted to see him inside of the game, and he's making me proud. Big shout out to Skadoosh. Sure, you're going to listen to, I hope you watch this stream and see that I am hailing you so that you won't say I'm not your guy. So that you won't say I'm not your guy. Now, Men of Blood will sink their teeth into the guys from Nortenuos Esports. Vibe can hear all of the commotion happening outside, but they will not engage. But the guys from Nortenuos Esports will have to be very, very careful. They've lost one. They cannot afford to lose more. Foul play in RSG. That's an interesting engagement. That's an interesting way for it to go there. But Superboy will be sent back into the lobby. RSG losing a crucial player so far. Laws of action and attraction here in this fathomable area for most of these teams. The northern side looking very handy. As from there, Esports will not be extending too far, just sitting very pretty inside of Hat Thin. Will not do too much, will not castigate. Guys from Vibe still be sitting very pretty inside of this boot camp area, or rather this Paradise Resort area. Boot camp is still looking very interesting. Disparaged and Active Gaming just sharing boundaries, and now Iceman looking for that opening onto RSG, or rather MLB. It is actually the guy from Men of God. Creed has been tagged up, seriously tagged up. Kenny equally tagged up. Guys from Men of Blood, RE, I believe there are 3 inside of that that courtyard. They are, yes, they are just 3. Going to be 3-man. Steroids, Creed and 11. Foul play, pulling up. They've lost Friday, unfortunately, but that will not deter them. They've got 7 eliminations. Beautiful grenade from 11 and a Molotov to pack things away. Surely has to play on the backside. DBS is in hand, and that grenade is good. Oh, he's on fire. The grenade and the Molotov cocktail combination is always deadly. And now Foul Play have pulled up to the scene. 8 eliminations, and they are looking very, very solid right now. They've started to cook, and they know exactly what they're trying to accomplish. They're trying to put some serious numbers on the board for themselves. Now this is the performance I've been looking for Foul Play. I knew that they were capable, and now they're starting to show. The guys from Rage just sitting very nicely inside of this compound. 2 players left, Moses and Yo-Yo Chops. But will they be able to do something with it though? It's more. The DBS is in hand. We've seen the DBS tonight. It has been going absolutely insane. Now there's more bodies in the cut, not eastern side. Most of these teams will need to work very, very hard if they're trying to do something from that position. RSG is still in the north, but there is a chance they will run into the guys from Dare Esports. 10-11 centered up very, very nicely on the hillside. Not overexposing too much, but here comes the action you've been looking for. Disparaged pulling up, And now Active Gaming starting to feel the brunt of it now. 2 players from Disparaged made it in. And somehow they continue to work through. Losing now 2 players here. Disorder and Chaos were able to take one out for Active. And unfortunately it was Nexus. What is that on the ground? Hold on. What is that? Okay, that's a foregrip. I thought that was a flare gun. No, that would have been wild. Very wild. And I'm not sure if the guys from Active know that it's just 2 players in here. I'm not certain they are aware. But Neo does have an angle of surprise. But will he make it do something? I mean, it's very impressive how Disparaged have been tactically waiting inside of this warehouse for the longest time. The guys from Men of Blood surely can smell blood in the water. They will decide to advance and rotate from this position sooner rather than later. That would be their next choice. Or the next play. But take a look at the rotation coming in from RSG all the way out to a central position. They went right through the guys from Dare Esports unscathed. If I was there, I would never let anyone cross that bridge. Absolutely no way I would let anyone cross that bridge. But Dare Esports choose to play it a little bit slower than usual. So now the sprays are good. Once someone gets knocked away, 0 will be the victim this time. And another one to work through. Habitual Gaming to open the floodgates. The DBS connects again to the back the dust. And Habitual paired and Crux, the magic duo, tearing through the guys from Seoul. And Unsullied Army, the down floor, they moved all the way from Painan, just rotated a couple of inches away. Will be sitting up really nicely in that side, not exposing too much, not giving away too much either. Now, chances are Seoul will have to play on that defensive side. For more details, they've got 1 elimination so far. Novex is the one to tear through. Soldaten have a little bit of experiences lacking there, but I do love their drive and their ability to stick to each other. Fortunately, that didn't count for much here, but opportunity only works but once. And now the players are now centered up very nicely inside of Ruins, a little bit of Camp Alpha, blessing the guys from 10-11, Afro Esports, Unsullied Army. All of these teams sitting very, very nicely here. Got the breaches on. Ooh, imagine how I turned away from that one. Soul pulling up with the quickness down, but it looks like Unsullied Army might be able to steal something there. Grenade is good from Optimus, might just connect, but Unsullied Army will steal. Unfortunately, the grenade is not enough. Oh, it's a little bit too short. Will not do the trick. Oh, Optimus getting tagged up. Heavily tagged up. A dangerous play coming in. And a grenade here might just do the trick. Will open the door for the guys from Habitual. Paired will be the last one up. Him and Crooks, the mighty duo. And these two are capable of insane amounts of damage. As Wicked and Novex, unfortunately, will bite the dust. But it's not over just yet. Hillary. You can hear. You can't see. Still playing from the top side. An opportunity will provide itself very, very shortly for Habitual for them to breach inside. Optimus still by the window, but Unsullied Army have a spick and span position just across the water. And Habitual need to be careful. Any moment they poke their head out, they will be punished immediately. They have to be absolutely careful how they manage this one. They cannot be caught on fresh. Active Gaming. Active Gaming will do the job there. That's a nice spray. Yeah. Coming too close for comfort. But Active Gaming have a lot of bodies to work through. They are trying to rotate from this position, or if they choose the water path instead. But they have to make their decision relatively very quickly. Disparaged still on the backside. I'm sure they are aware of that position. They know that Active Gaming is in front of them, but I'm not sure what their play is going to be here. They do not have the play zone. They will have to move very, very soon. And now Afro Esports, I think they are rotating a little bit too close for comfort into the guys from 10-11. So don't panic. This grenade is good. So unfortunately could not connect to Neo. So, interesting rotation to work through there from guys from 10-11 and Afro Esports running into each other. Didn't see this happening at this stage, but Don't Panic's position is good. But can he make it work? Can he make it last? High ground position is perfect for 10-11. They have a beautiful position on the high ground. So Solid Army will continue to put the hurt into the guys from Seoul. One after the other, they start to boil away. But Creed from Men of Blood has been sent back into the lobby on Solid Army with a beautiful sprint across the board. Slick is still on the left side, just throwing shots around. Well, nothing untoward from there. We'll work through, unfortunately. It's the left side. Will aggravate, fortunately. Yoni or Noni will have a grenade to pop right through and a vehicle by his side, so he doesn't necessarily have to overextend. But Habitual might just get squashed in here. We've got Hillary, and he does have that Thompson. The bullets never run out. And Unsullied Army still continue to apply pressure. Disparaged still on the backside, applying pressure to Active Gaming. I will switch off. The DBS Crocs get heavily tagged up. Confirmation will follow suit. And now, Yoni again through the corners there. The DBS is in hand. The headshot is unfortunate, but again, he tags him up twice. And he will decide to play on through that corner. And the DBS cannot save him from that position. And Yoni will get the job done. And now, that will be the end of that position. Ooh. 10-11 will get their first elimination. Becker with the DBS connects to Moses from Nigerian Esports. Again, Afro Esports now will be singed upon from that northern side. It's about to look very, 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 very scary from that corner that they're trying to play off. RSG making their rotation. Afro Esports now as well, trying to hold off. The sprays are good, but the confirmation trying to work through. But their Esports will not let this one slide away. Neo getting tagged up heavily from that corner. Surely he will bleed out. Outcast is knocked away as well. Here comes Rosemary trying his absolute best to work the angles, but they are getting tagged from so many areas. Afro Esports getting overwhelmed by the sheer number of bodies around. Their Esports in a beautiful position outside, but they do not have the play zone. They've lost one player. Yeah, now trying to make their way inside of that zone. It's a whole lot of bodies around. Oh, that's a beautiful spray from Rosemary. He gets tagged away immediately, and I'm not sure he will get picked up because the play zone is just too close for comfort. But Gyatso is there, drives right into the water just by the edge there. He will have a little bit of play zone to work with. Surely he's not going for that reset. There's no way he's going for that reset. Absolutely no way, man. There's no way. Nah, bro. Why in zone 4? Come on, man. Is he gonna carry him all the way? What? He put him in the car, but oh, that was so cool. I didn't even know that was a thing now. God, I'm so out of touch. He put him in the car, but unfortunately couldn't save him. Oh, that was so cute. But Active Gaming now continuing to spray forth towards the guys from 10-11. Don't Panic has been knocked away. Disorder driving inside of that zone with the rest of his teammates, but he's getting tagged up and he's very low on HP, trying to fight across the so many bodies around. And 10-11 finally making their way inside of that zone just in the nick of time. Active Gaming playing on the other side. Sprays are good. 3 eliminations to the guys from 10-11, but Don't Panic, unfortunately, will be succumbing to the play zone. Now they will need to deal with... Oh, that's a nice spray coming in from the guys from 21st Century. Executes you would be the one that's knocked away. Grenade is good, but their Esports again doing the Lord's work. Shergs was able to get it done, and hopefully they will be able to take that position away from the guys from Dare Esports. because that is the only way that they will be able to work from that position. 4 eliminations to them. They are in the top 7. Active Gaming is still there. 3 players in, and they've got 1 elimination so far. Trying to breach the guys from 21st Century. Pharaoh, very, very low on HP. He hasn't been knocked away just yet. Getting his HP levels back up. And another opportunity. Grasky spotted, knocked away as well. Yasoda still outside of that play zone. Solo still has eyes on him. And I believe that will be the end of the Soda. Surely the play zone will claim him. And that will be the end of Disparaged in 6th place. Or rather in 7th place. Unsullied Army still in the mix. Ooh, Skadoosh with a beautiful spray. Connects his shots onto Slick. And it's all left to Jesse. And Peter and Jesse now will follow suit. 21st Century now are just tearing through. Foul play equally, doing the exact same thing, but Peter's position onto that left side. His spray is good, tries to connect onto Toxic, but he missed all his shots. Didn't see that one coming, but he did miss all of his shots, and now he will try his absolute best to work the angles from that position, but RSG is still inside. Spray is good onto PlayStation 5, but it's not going to do too much. Unfortunately, there's only so much they can do from that position. And now the angles are looking so tight. It is so tight. RSG beautifully placed inside of the circle. They have all of the leg room to work with. The sprays continue. 10-11 now. The victims. Bego has been spotted and into the water he goes. But unfortunately, Ace saw him get into that water. Surely he will keep his eyes peeled just by the corner. I'm sure he's fed the rest of them all of that intel. But take a look. RSG are just so blessed. And now Unsullied Army will be swept away by the guys from Foul Play. Bego is still in the water, drinking and moving through, just trying to survive slowly and slowly. And the guys from RSG will be waiting for him. But how long will he be able to survive? Surely he would pick the left-hand side. Really allow the guys from 21st Century to move a little bit closer here. But Active Gaming is coming up. And now it's all left to Baby. Can he hold off? Here comes Neo. And Solo. Spray is good onto that left-hand side. But Neo will connect his own shots. And that will be the end. Top 4. 15 eliminations for Foul Play. PlayStation 5 is cooking. Can you smell it? And that's a beautiful dip play from PlayStation 5. Gets inside of the angle here. If they get a chicken dinner here, it's about to change the game. Grenades are starting to bounce all over the place. As Bego is inside the water still for 10-11. He's crawling ever so slowly. He makes it inside. Bego survives for 10-11. But the grenade from Stoner has been waiting for too many years not to connect. And unfortunately, that will be the end of 10-11 there. But RSG looks like another chicken dinner is in the books here. PlayStation 5 and Toxic. Can they put a stop to RSG? RSG just pulverizing everyone. Grenade in hand, smoke grenades. Trying to hide that position. RSG with 3 eliminations so far. Potential for 7. Can they take 7? Foul play. Edging very closely now. This team has gotten themselves 15 eliminations all the way from Cowl. Let's take a look at where they are now. And I think Toxic is inside of that zone. I think he's inside. All they have to do is wait for RSG and Active to clash heads. 4 eliminations for Active. Roach is driving a little bit too close and he's going to get tagged away by Toxic immediately there. And another opportunity now for Active to see right through. But Ace will spray back. He's been tagged away. RSG in trouble. PlayStation 5. Will he go for the reset? Going for the reset might be the smarter play, but no, he's going to be swept away by Ace. He's low on HP. Active Gaming might just clutch this one. It might just fall into the laps of Active Gaming again. And they'll be one step closer to the road to Riyadh. Smoke grenade is good. But someone's about to bleed out and they will know that someone's about to bleed out now. But no, he's not. Oh, he's not bleeding out. Oh, Stoner's position is subliminal. Surely he's seen Neo. He's aware of his position, surely. And Neo hasn't spotted him. He will feed the information. RSG. Possibility for 7. Here we go. It's looking so easy. The first tag from Stoner. You rise up. 2 for 2. RSG. Another chicken dinner for the books. RSG again. 7 eliminations to follow through and a chicken dinner to pack it all away. Active Gaming again. Coming in clutch in second place with 5 eliminations. Foul play in third place with 15. Guys from 10-11 in fourth place with 4. 21st Century in fifth place with 8. Unsullied Army in sixth place with 3. And Disparaged in 7th place with 1. Dare Esports in 8th place with 2. 9th place going to the guys from Seoul in 9th place going to the guys from Seoul in with 2 eliminations to boot. Men of Blood in 10th place with 4. And Afro Esports in 11th place with 2. No Gaming in 12th place with nothing. The guys from Nortenuos Esports in 13th place. Habitual in 14th place with 2. Vibe in 15th place with 3. Invincibles in 16th place with 1. Harsh in 17th with 1. Oxygen in 18th place with 2. And Nort in 19th place. Ladies and gentlemen, that was 1 for the books. Beautiful display from RSG. 2 chicken dinners out of 4. You can't hate. That was absolutely beautiful performance, you know. Stoner clutching it up, you know. I mean, I see why he went back to RSG. I think he was in North for a while there, but went back to RSG where he truly belongs, where he can cook in peace. Beautiful performance coming in from the guys from RSG. Absolutely fantastic performance coming in from them. I do love what I just saw. So ladies and gentlemen, that will be the end of the games tonight. The leaderboard will be posted on, I believe, the Discord, I think, or on the website. I'm not sure where, but it will be posted tonight. So stay tuned and stay ready for it. It will be, it's going to be quite a spicy one. It is your boy Priest. It is the road to Riyadh, the Nigerian qualifiers for the Global Esports Games, brought to you by LESF, the Lagos State Esports Forum, the Afro Gamer, and Mobile. One-stop shop for all things esports. So tomorrow, more action, more vibes, more chaos. We stay ready, ladies and gentlemen. Don't touch that dial tomorrow. Catch us same time. It's your boy Priest. I'm signing out.